day 14. Is the audio even on? Okay, it's on. Day 14 of trying to pass this prop firm account. First things first, actually. Tuione tuna dola zetu tano zimebaki 5.91. I've lost almost 6% of this account. Nimeanza lini? March 19th. Kwa hiyo mpaka sasa hivi is how long? Like fucking 2 months. April, May. Like 2 months. Hangaika na ili dude. How much do I have to make to pass this phase? 594. Is it possible to do in one day? Absolutely. Can I do it in one day? I don't think so. Not with the form that I've been showing. So it's 13 days, 62 trades. Total lots 1.3-ish. What's the average look like? See, these things will lie to you, man. It says positive days 61, negative days 10. So a day that you don't lose money, they count it as plus. But I've been on this thing for like 72 days now, I guess. Shit. 72 days is a long ass time for you to wait to get your money. Cause yeah, March, April, May, I only traded 3 days in April, so yeah. But otherwise, things are not looking so fucking great. Let me just put it that way. I don't know if YouTube's gonna come at me for cursing, but truth must be said. Truth must be said. So, Kamakawa, we start with the economic calendar. Yesterday I was supposed to do a forecast. Nikasinzia nimepitiwa. So yeah, this is what we have this week. I thought we were supposed to be having, oh wait, that was last week. Yeah, that was last week. Kwa this week, it's only Thursday ambayo kuna hizi PMI na unemployment claims. Kwa this should be a relatively uneventful week, which means kwamba mchezo hautaki hasira. And as you can see this on this MetaTrader 5-minute, price is already expanding, but I haven't done my analysis yet, so I can't just jump onto this thing. Okay, so where are we? Where are we on in price? There's low buy side, not touched. We recently swept above buy side liquidity and through a fair value gap. What happened afterwards? We swept and traded into an order block, right? What happened afterwards? Price then began retracing lower. It's retraced into this fair value gap, which overlaps with a monthly breaker, I guess. Is this a breaker or a, what do they call it? Mitigation block. Let's see. Okay, so we have a low, a high, a lower low. Snowball, which both got swept higher and then price reversed to the upside. I don't know, you want to use this inverted fair value gap here as a reason for why price is bound. Nah, man. This is another inverted fair value gap here. There's one that's forming here. But yeah, essentially, this would be an old high. Fuck, dude. I don't know if it's a mitigation or breaker. Like, I'll have to go and look at the notes and then but essentially what I want to focus on is this area of price action. Okay, let's do this also. This area of price action. So why? Because now weekly chart, this is the previous week's high, this is the previous week's low. We've gapped through this, although it's still valid. Okay, so this is when like you start going deep with analysis of mwisho wa siku you buy or sell the wrong thing. So you can see this inverted gap here held while end price is looking to go up to the buy side. But at the same time, it should be noted that there's this fair value gap here. Oh, imbalance, not fair value gap. Imbalance here. And there's an order block up here. So if this is looking at recent price action, this is what I'd be looking at. This is how I'm looking at it. Kwamba sweep of liquidity, right? Sweep of liquidity even here. Sweep of liquidity formed what? An order block. And now I'm waiting to see break of structure. There's no break of structure. Break of structure, it would be down here. But there's no break of structure yet. So we just might see price come back up here and consolidate. Because remember, this is a monthly level. Like, sure, this is a weekly imbalance, which means that it's pretty strong and it should hold. But again, this is a monthly level. So we just might see price go continue higher. I'll do this. This is the previous week's low, but I don't need to mark it out like that because it's going to be marked out on the lower time frames. So let's go to daily. Yeah, see, that was my idea for last week. Absolutely wrong. Because I didn't even get an entry, so that was just wrong. Okay, so what do we have on the daily if we were to look at it? This weekly level is also a daily level, but I can mark this one out. I can mark this out. That's the high, and this is a low. Where are we? We are far. Because let's say, company fanyaje. Chukua hapa, paka hapa. And then just say this. What do we have here? Fair value gap at the midpoint. Also, we have this, which would be mitigation block. Yeah, it would be mitigation block. Several prices, just doing things. But anyway, mitigation block at the midpoint being respected after having several days of order blocks being respected to the downside, and eventually price. Let me do this. And then we see price failing to close above this level here, this imbalance, which is now inside another imbalance. Okay, but what happened here? Ooh. Let's go to this. See buy side liquidity on the daily. 5 days. Singapore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So effectively you can do this, not worry about it. So we just had this off the sell side, which okay, let me put this on so I can see clearly what they're showing me. Do you need to do all this analysis before every single trade? No. Because mimi jana sikufanya analysis, ndio maana unakuta kwamba nahangaika nayo or naifanya sasa hivi na kuhangaika nayo, ndio maana naifanya sasa hivi. But yeah, tuko kwenye bearish area, so I'll be assuming kwamba price would reverse to the downside. Zima 30 minutes, itabidi nifanye usafi kidogo. Sababu pia kaangalia vizuri. Okay. This is what I like about 30-minute chart is remember last week yote unaweza ukaiona ndani. Like you can see an entire week's worth of data in one time frame. Like in one place. Yeah, maybe kanyaga. Anyway, shatokea. So what do we have here? Why is this swing low? Okay, of course we have another swing low here. And also this at the same time extended into time. Yes, force kabisa. Kwa hapa mpaka 12 nitakuwa nishamaliza, so leave right there. Mpaka hapa ndio ukileta, let's just see another gap higher. Not to make a hiyo gap, so probably bullish for the rest of the days. Smaller price started out bullish, came back, hit this order block here. Let's move this out the way and put this on. Came up to an order block. Upper. And what happened at the order block? Closed above the midpoint, right? Closed above the midpoint. After it closed above the midpoint, it didn't immediately go up. No, it came back to this gap first, and then it consolidated, and now it's expanding. It's expanded. See, look at that, please. But anyway, it's expanding higher. Yeah. This actually shouldn't count. Like, this is not right. This is not good to mark this out as a fair value gap when this candle hasn't closed yet. Right? Still have about 16 minutes until this candle closes. So I technically this, it's not confirmed yet. Since that order block is broken, tunakuja tunamark this is a potential order block that might push price lower, kwa sababu tunaangalia probability ya kwamba kwenda buy side, sell side. Hapa we rejected what? We rejected the mean threshold. We rejected the mean threshold. What happened? We pushed lower, we came back up. Okay. If I had to, a kind of structure by Ipo. Kazi, because now we see what happened. We closed above it. Kwa hiyo this is no longer valid. Kutafuta huko kidogo, there's nothing for me to use it on. I'm going to use it on recent price action. Why am I not worried about previous week low marking Sabu? Week ilianza hapa snell. Oh right, I didn't mark it up, but this is your previous week's low ambayo inakuja kwa daily low snell. So levels of buy side na sell side ni hapa na hapa. Where are we now? Okay. Let's say hapa mpaka kama hivyo. We're what? In a premium. huyu anaonekana kwamba anaanza kumkataa, and on the daily level hii level ilikuwa imekataliwa. On the weekly level kumbuka this is what, this is bearish. Kwa hiyo labda huenda kwamba this session pia inaweza ikawa bearish for the rest of the session. Lazima kutumia hivyo vyote hivi hapana, but maybe inanisaidia. Kwa hiyo tupo wapi sasa hivi? Nasubiri current candle ifunge, so tuna buy side ambayo imepitiwa hapo. But you see this? This is a lower high, 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 broken. What's the high hapo? Oh, 128.383, 128.68, 77. Kwa hiyo sawa. System high. Can you update with me hapa? Why this one? Because it's what he says is an intermediate term high. Intermediate term high. Well, intermediate term high because there's a swing low on the left of it, there's a swing low on the right of it. Kwa hiyo something about this being a protected level, ikija kutumbuliwa, then we're probably gonna go bullish. So this may just be like a stop run on liquidity for it to continue lower. But if we close above here and like a gap, I'm likely gonna switch bias to bullish. So right now, tunatafuta sells. Sells from where? You should be selling from this fair value gap, from this 30-minute PD array. Look, it's nested between, there's a weekly, there's a daily, and then there's a 30-minute PD array, all showing signs of bearishness. Kwa hiyo hata ukikosea, yo my guy ni baridi tu. So it happens. Let's go 5-minute now. Look for sababu ya kuwa muuzaji siku ya leo. Okay, so this high imeishia hapa. That's here. There's a range. There's this fair value gap that we closed this beginning. I think we closed above this. So I'm just gonna extend this out into time. And then maybe I mark this order block out also. Last candle. Okay, so order blocking ilikuwa ni hivi. Mimi naichukulia kama ni hivi. Ndio hivyo. I mean, technically it's supposed to be these two candles. But itakuwa ni namna hii. But I haven't quite reached the mean threshold of that. Okay. Order blocking of one I qualify after a sweep of liquidity. So after a sweep of liquidity, hamna sehemu nyingine ambayo imesweep liquidity kwanza kabla ya kuform hiyo ambayo tunasema ni order block. Okay, let's look at real time price. Tumenini tumeclose just above. Alafu tunafanyaje? Tuna retrace. Retracement, kwenye retracement je, hii fair value tukisema ije hapa hivi, kinachotokea kipo, sababu kuna huyo na mwenzake yuko hapa chini. scalp, sababu hii imepitiwa, imekataliwa. Hii mfanyaji inayo kama imejazwa inabaki imbalance hapo. Close to buy now. Hizo pips hata 10 hazifiki. 10 hapo. Hizo ni pips ngapi? Hizo ni pips 10. Mimi nataka ngapi? Nataka 30. Selling and cleaning off from here. Selling it goes off from here. So hapa ni 10 na kitu. 30 hizo kwa. Anyway, it's complicated mambo. Kadude hapo. Tatu. Kwa mfano tungepata entry hapo. Okay. Kwa logic, the two places za kupata entry is here and here. Kwa kweli sema risk ni noma, kwa hiyo unaweka entry mtaa wapi? Hapo. Ikipitiwa imepitiwa, lakini kikubwa ni kwamba umefanyaje? Umefuata pale. Kwa kweli hapa sijapenda inavyomove sababu angalia tumefunga chini kwenye threshold kwenye kanda. Consequent encroachment. So rudi juu kama tunapima maji. Okay. Sababu za kuendelea bullish ni zipo. Sweep of liquidity. Sawa. Sweep of liquidity, fair value gap, break of structure, order block. Hiyo labda nitafute kitu kwenye 30 minutes ambayo itanipa uhakika kwamba hapo ni sehemu sahihi ya kuingia sokoni. And then naamini nijaribu. But so far, in 30 minutes we have actually in the other direction. So as it's high, sweep of liquidity, kaja ikarudi order block, kupamna fair value gap. Nepitiwa. And guess what? Upper we have what? Break of structure. Tuone kwamba this candle is gonna close up in 5 more minutes. Well, if like once this candle closes, wherever it is, should go like this there. Ikija kufunga popote pale ilipo, be a very nice trade. Kija kufunga wherever it closes somewhere here. And this kind of closes, then that means that this is going to be what it is going to be a fair value gap. Now we can wait for like 4 minutes to wonder where it's going to close. And then there's the potential kwamba unaweza ukapata entry mita ya hapa the 30 minutes really 30. Okay, unaweza ukapata entry hapo, unaweza ukapata entry hapa. But kwa sababu hamna news kubwa leo, I don't expect to see tunarudi mpaka hapa napofaa. Mulika. Where I'm marking out right now, I don't see us retracing till there. And look at how nicely that aligns. Right? Look at how nicely that aligns. Peak of liquidity for the block respected. So this is, to me, very bullish conditions for this pair. And my entry would be set somewhere there. 1180. Oh. Okay, London session. Yeah, so I don't feel like streaming mpaka. Do I want to risk $2? I want to risk $2, but risking $2 is not necessary at this point in time because we only have 5. If you risk 2, that means when I'm back in Atatu, and then a whole lot of pressure on yourself. To be honest, this is looking like a nice play for me. I mean, kuna mwingine mzoefu angeweka hapa kabisa. Sudi mambo si mengi. But this is what I see. See us from here, going up to there, back, pop. Probably bounce here, come back there, trace into there, to kama hichi, alafu mondoko. Numbers. Tuweke wapi? Twitter. So which one of these trades am I gonna take? I'm not gonna play this over properly, but I trust this bullish setup slightly more than I trust the bearish one. So still with the same bias. I'm gonna set a limit order Appuccini, and then I'm gonna end the stream because it's not necessary for me to continue being here. Akate Mambo, bad. What even is the entry price? 1188. Dr. Gunga's commissions 305. Quite okay. Hey, so bro. Mm, yeah, but hakuna kingine cha mimi kufanya saizi sababu ni just waiting. So I'm gonna end the stream here, and then kesho I guess takuwa tuna matokeo for what's probably what likely could happen. Thank you for tuning in. Sign up with the links below to get access to trading conditions that are similar to mine, that is prop firms, personal capital, whether you want to trade forex, commodities, indices, or you want to be able to trade on the weekend also, crypto and synthetics. All the links are in the description below. If you've learned something, if you're enjoying the content, like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, these are not going to my Telegram, but if you sign up to Telegram, you will be getting other trades that I take on other pairs, which are not related to this challenge. But yeah, guess that's me for now, and have a good week.